You're listening to Writer's Way Podcast.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, good afternoon. It's me, Thompson. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good as well. Thank you so much for asking. To set the proper expectation is right now, as an author in about year book entitled You Can't Save Me. So why don't you introduce yourself first?
Hello, my name is Simona Ciarlo,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm the author of You Can't Save Me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, welcome to your Writer's Way Solutions, Simona. Now, right now, the first question, okay? So, what inspired you to write You Can Save Me? Like, was it based on personal experiences or observations?
It started out as a personal experience, depression, but as I wrote this novel, it took a life of its own. As I wrote it, it was something I never saw before on TV, movies, news, books, or experience. I never heard of human trafficking, and as I was writing the story, I started looking into it online and saw that there were movies, and it became an international issue everyone is aware of now. But as I wrote the story, before it was a main topic, that's why I didn't go deep or dark into the trafficking part. It's been done in movies. I didn't want to turn off the readers. I wanted it to be a personal story of friendship.
Okay. Now, the title is powerful. Now, what does it mean to you, and how does it reflect the themes of the book?
You Can't Save Me is a title that resonated with me because when you are in an in emotional turmoil like depression, you feel alone and that no one can pull you out, let alone save you. So when the story took a turn into human trafficking, the victims' minds probably thought the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, did you face any personal challenges while writing the story?
Yes, I was facing my own depression, and in writing a story of hope, it helped me out of it.
Wow. Amazing of you. Now, what message or feeling do you hope readers take away after reading your book, Simona?
That friends who could save you from yourself may not be the ones you know. It's the ones you let in. We are so quick to judge others these days, especially with social media. That person you saw, the one who isn't cute, dressed as funny, probably saying things you don't agree with, maybe that one has the answer to the problem you've been trying to find.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, also, I can see it that a trauma, it doesn't disappear overnight, you know?
Oh, no. Oh, right.
Yes.
No, it lingers.
Yes. So, how did you approach developing the emotional depth of the characters?
I wanted to connect different people, like personalities, beliefs, things like that, and create a close bond. I wanted different characters that you would never thought would be, friends or anything, connect. Have a connection that no one saw coming.
Okay. Now, the book, it explores deep emotional struggles. How did you ensure authenticity in portraying these experiences?
Well, I am an actor plus an observer. So I people watch to recognize body language, plus I work with many different types of people at jobs I've had growing up. I gave each character, their own personality.
Out of curiosity, may I know how long does it take you to finish writing this book?
I saw it I saw it like a movie in my head. So I want to say it probably only took a month or two to write it, but then I went back and then gave it more depth but yeah, I probably wrote it within a month and then I went back in and started giving more life to it.
Okay. Now, what was the most challenging part of writing your main character, which is Harper, right?
Well, actually, the main character kept changing. It started off as Corey and ended up being Chalk. Corey, Chalk, and Harper are kind of like the trifecta of the book. And I wanted Chalk to be likable, despite the fact what he does for a living. I created him as a gay man, but didn't want to base the story on the sexual orientation. I gave him heart and a slight backstory, but the book is focused on the goals of Corey, Harper, and Chalk, and the goal, their focus is, that's what their focus is on.
Yeah. Well, I can see it that, the relationship, it shows how deep emotional connections, can help mend the past trauma. Were there any specific real life events or inspirations that influenced certain scenes in the book?
Yeah, like I said earlier, the words being tight had a life of their own. It felt like a movie, in my mind. It was coming from a place outside of me and not my own thoughts. Like the climax of the book toward the end even made my jaw drop. It was like I was watching a scene and it being played out in my mind's eye. And I even asked myself, where did this come from? I mean, it was when I was writing it was just like something outside of me I was just typing. And
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so do you see yourself in any of your characters?
Oh yes, mostly Corey, because it was written. Corey was how I saw myself. And if I, being an actor, if I ever made a movie, that's who I wanted to play. Okay. But she finds her purpose despite the crippling depression she's under and experiences a strength that she never knew she had.
Okay. So, have you received any personal feedback from readers that resonated with you?
Oh, yes. I wanted their honesty after reading my book. And not just say, "Oh, this is good," because they wanted to support me. I wanted honest feedback, and one could not read certain parts because it was disturbing for her. But my biggest surprise was this older lady checked out in our local library, and she loved Chuck so much she wanted me to write a book about him.
Oh wow! So, what do you hope readers struggling with, similar issues find in your book?
I wouldn't wish anyone to be in any of the issues the characters are struggling with, but I hope that they see that to break out of depression is by helping others. And I mean, even if there was in the situation or knew someone who's in a situation, maybe not human trafficking, but maybe an abusive relationship, that they can get help, yes.
Okay. Now, how do you balance emotional storytelling with keeping the plot engaging?
My mind is always thinking that if I'm reading a book, that there's a lot, if there's a lot of descriptions or fancy wording, it takes me out of the story. So I mostly write like a screenplay, but not as plain. And I want the reader to read, feel, and be in the present moment as like they are in the scene too.
Okay. Now, you really have this creative mind of yours now. Do you have any plans for a sequel or another book in similar genre?
Oh, yeah. I've been asked to write a sequel, but for You Can't Save Me, but it would be best as a prequel. I wrote in mind, the characters of Corey and Harper, and since Chalk became the main character, it would be hard for me to have like a continuation because it would look like every other Vendetta movie out there, and I didn't want that. As for other books I've written, I don't have another book about like human trafficking, but I do have like that type of drama that You Can't Save Me holds, where one's called Brickstone, and that's another adult book, another adult read. But I had someone ask me to redo it, so I think I pulled that one. But I do have Behind the Velvet Rope and Two Doves in a Fishbowl, the revised version. Those are geared toward teens or adults as well. But I mean, they're about teens or those two.
Okay. Now, one last question, Simona. Where can readers connect with you and follow your work?
Yeah, they can follow on Amazon. My books are on Amazon. The audio book for You Can't Save Me is on Amazon as well. And then on Facebook under Simona Ciarlo is usually where I have my books listed.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I believe that, with all your questions, there's really a need to spread the word of your book, to break the silence, to raise awareness and to prevent more victims. Because if more people understand these issues, they can help prevent them, whether by identifying warning signs, supporting survivors, or advocating for change,
Oh, yeah.
Of course, to inspire change. Books like this can push society to demand better policy, stronger protection.
Oh, sure. When I wrote You Can't Save Me, and it being about human trafficking, no one was talking about it when I wrote it. And now it's just a mainstream. I see it on TikTok and podcasts all the time. And I think this book will be great. It will make awareness definitely.
Yeah, because many people don't recognize abuse or, the
No,
signs of human
no,
trafficking. It would serve as an eye opener, knowing that with the story, they will not be alone, you know?
right. Yeah,
Yes.
and I really appreciate you talking with me today, because even though I wrote this book, it's not just for me. I wanted others to read it to help others, because I'm very passionate about this
Because it's a
subject.
global issue.
Sure.
It find me intrigued as well because abuse and trafficking are global issues. Yet
Yes, they are.
victims feel silent. So I want to share this story, the stories like this because it would help open conversations and reduce the stigma. So I'd like to let you know what we had conclude with regards to your book, okay? Or
I do.
yeah, okay. So thank you so much, Simona. So right now, do you happen to have any concerns so far?
Be able to talk about my book again.
Yeah, thank you so much, Simona. You have a good one. Take care.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.